I'll send you, did I send you already the articles, decisions?
No.
Okay, well, I'll send you that, which is when I first learned about regression to the mean, which is an incredibly important topic, I think, for coaching. Regression to the mean basically says, if you do right now, Trev, if you shoot 5 out of 10, that's pretty good basketball shooting, and that's what you're doing. When you do 10 in a row, when you hit 10 straight, as a coach, should I ignore you, praise you, or punish you? Well, I probably should praise you. I probably should catch you doing it right. You just did 10 in a row. Maybe technically your hand was shooting a little bit better this way, even though I know 50% is still what the pressure you're going to be shooting. You got your wrist to follow through. You went from 4 out of 10 to 5 out of 10, or what, 6 out of 10. All right. After you do, with your average being 5 out of 10, after you do 10 in a row, mathematically, statistically, what will happen in the next 10? And the answer isn't 0 out of 10, but the answer is 5 out of 10, because that's what your skill set is. So I praise you after you perform well, and the next 10 you do worse. I think I jinx you. I think I break your concentration. I don't know, there's 4 million subscribers to Sports Illustrated. They all think there's this thing called the Sports Illustrated cover jinx. But it's not a cover jinx. It's the statistical math of why are you on the cover? Because you're above average, below average, or average. Of course you're on the cover because you're above average. What's going to happen in your next week or season? Probably you're going to regress to your mean. In January of 2001, they studied all 4,000 issues in an issue called Nobody Wants to Be on This Cover. It's got a black cat. And they studied all 4,000 issues, and it was a perfect regression in the mean bell curve. Some people kept performing well, and most people regressed to their mean after they were on the cover. I spend time on this, Trev, because of the opposite side. When well-intentioned teachers, called coaches, get fooled by a regression to the mean. And you just did 0 out of 10. And what do I do to you in basketball often?
Make me run sprints?
Or bench you.
Yeah.
One of the two. Exactly. And so I bench you. And I say, get over there and sit there. You just sit there and think about how, like, I can't believe you know the technique of shooting. Just get out there. You just think about it until you show me what you're supposed to be doing. So you sit on the bench for 10 minutes or whatever. And then the coach says, are you ready to get back in, or something? Yeah, coach, I'm ready. And you come back in, and statistically in the next 10, probably what are you going to do?
Improve.
5 out of 10. It doesn't change. That's your skill. But I see it as improvement. And what caused the improvement? Benching you. Making you do wind sprints. And Kahneman just goes, you're idiots. You're being fooled. You don't know why it's happening. You don't understand math. You don't understand statistics. Because they don't. Because we don't. There's tons of studies on the fallacy of the hot hand. It's one of the weaknesses in the human mind that we get fooled by randomness. So I have a blog called Stuff Happens, that addresses how I struggled with that, or actually how it calmed me down to realize that, if I coach 13s, I'm going to see, if I'm coaching 13-year-old basketball, you're going to see 2 different teams, maybe between quarters.
Yeah.
And it's not because of your coaching. It's because of the math that says our skill set isn't very high, our average isn't high, and so we're going to see huge streaks of poor and still good performance. But one of my favorite blogs for parents that you might recommend them read is called Stats for Parents and Players. And in that, I start off with the mind-boggling to some people concept that, your darling son, your amazing daughter, she's going to spend nearly half of her time in Trevor's camp and in this championship match or in this season playing below her average. And when she has a bad game You don't freak out and go charging out and get extra lessons and scream and yell at them. It's just part of the math of sport. Half the time your kid's going to play below her average because she has an average. Now, my job is to raise the average up. But even when she's really good, half the time she's going to play below that.
Hey guys, this is Trevor. I just wanted to thank you for watching this video and let you know if you're interested in some more lessons like this, head over to championshipbasketballschool.com and subscribe to the Championship newsletter. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.